Miles Bourne versus Saquon Sugars was a very, very good match. I really liked this match. I like Miles Bourne, and I like Saquon Sugars. I think Saquon Sugars adds because he looks different than everyone else. He's not just wearing trunks, he's not just wearing pants, he's wearing overalls, one strap down while wrestling. He wrestles a certain way too, which is different than everyone else in NXT. I really like Saquon Sugars. I think he's very, very good, and I think he has promise. I think he's very, very good. And then the Dion Lennox cost him the match. I was kind of hoping Saquon Sugar's going to win this, but I know they really want to have Miles Bourne do a bit more. But I did like Saquon Sugars in this match. And then after the match, Tristan Angels comes out. He goes, "You've got a target on your back." And I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And then I was like, "Okay, all right, that was a good segment." Tristan Angels the next up. And then Cam Hendricks from LFG. I don't watch LFG, but comes in and belly to bellies him. And I thought that was cool too. It shows a hey, NXT does something very, very good, and they do it throughout this show, and they did it last week whenever Lola Vice with the championship. Not last week, but whenever Lola Vice just won the championship, they go, hey, actually it was last week. They go, hey, these people have targets on their backs because they're champions. And that's something that I think NXT does better than most promotions, is that showing that, hey, this is a championship. We want the championship. We're fighting for this championship. And I think they do that very, very well. Next, another segment where they're showing, hey, these are champions. They're fighting champions. Tony D'Angelo comes out and and he goes, I need to know who gave me this box. And then Evil comes out, hands him a shirt with the same symbol. I actually like WWE's description where they go, Tony D'Angelo's evil new challenger. I thought this was really cool. I thought it was really, really cool. And I was like, that's a cool segment. And then Tavion Heights comes out, belly to bellies him, gets hype. He gets all excited. I thought that was really, really cool. I love Tavion Heights, so seeing him get more opportunity is always good to me. And then a big dude comes, does a moonsault on him, and I was like, okay, all right. And his name is Will Cruz. I don't know what his name's going to be in WWE, but he was really cool. This segment was really cool because it was so unexpected. You're like, okay, that happened. Oh, okay, that's the end of the segment. Okay, that's the end of the segment. And I thought that was really cool, and I thought it played very, very nicely. Next, we had a tag team match between EK Pro- EK Prosper and Sean Legacy. I really like EK Prosper. He was doing like the spin thing. He dodged, rolled, did a back, doom, dodged again, did a double drop kick, and I was like, okay, that's sick. I really liked EK Prosper in here. Prophecy. Sorry, I keep saying Prosper when it's Prophecy, but I really liked them. And then Sean Legacy, I've liked for a while. Sean Legacy is very, very cool, and I really like Sean Legacy a lot. Next, oh, hold on, one second, and then you're not gonna believe it. Another person came, Tate Wilder. He looked a little nervous while he was coming down, but Tate Wilder from Evolve. They kept being like, "It's Tate Wilder from Evolve," and I'm like, "I don't watch Evolve. I don't know who that is." They're like, "It's Tate Wilder from Evolve." I was like, "All right, that's nice." And Tate Wilder's there. I'm interested to see that. I like them adding more people to the NXT division because they need it. And this was probably the most interesting NXT I've seen ever because they kept showing new people. And I'm like, who is this dude? And apparently they've signed more people, so apparently going to see more next week. So that's exciting too. And next we have Lola Vice. Sean Spears is like, you got to be you got to be two steps ahead because we're always one step ahead of you. And Izzy Dame and I don't know the other dude's name in the calling comes out and they're like about to go beat her up. And then she attacks. Mr. Iguana comes with his iguana. He throws the iguana as he did. She's like, ah! And I was like, yeah, this is great. I love Mr. Iguana, and it makes sense because they're tag team champions, mixed tag team champions in AAA, so it makes sense. And next we have Lizzie Rain. I really like Lizzie Rain. Her finisher's like a standing shining wizard where she'll use the opponent, lift up, doom. I thought Nikita Lyons actually didn't look bad here. So I thought that was cool. And Lizzie Rain was absolutely outstanding. She's got presence. I think she's gonna be a star. I hope they can license like a real rock song or something. But so far, Lizzie Rain's been really, really good. They were definitely like, hey, they made sense. They got aura, as they say, you know. And I really like that. Next we have Kalani Jordan versus Ren Sinclair. It was a cool little match. It was just them working the neon Ren Sinclair. The match was fine. There was a "you can't wrestle" chant during it, and I was like, come on now, guys, be nice, be nice. But yeah, it was a good match. It was a fine match. Next we have Ricky Stanks versus Shiloh Hill. Ricky Stanks' final NXT match. I thought they were gonna do something with people interfering. No. Uh, they did a spot where a dummy came out, where Ricky Stanks grabbed a guy and it was just a dummy. Um, and that was interesting. And then the finish was Ricky Stanks goes to grab a chair. Ricky Stanks lands on the chair. Charles Hill does his finisher 1, 2, 3, and that was in NXT. I liked NXT. I liked EK Prosper, Prophecy, Prosper, EK Prosper. I'm used to Eli Knight. Eli Knight was so easy, but EK Prosper, they apparently really like EK Prosper, and I could tell he looked good. I thought he was moving. He was schmoving in there, and I liked that. I liked him. I liked Sean Legacy. Sean Legacy was cool. Shout out Birthright for also, they didn't hold them back, I don't think, which was cool. I think Uriah Connors is very, very good, and Stax is there for sure. Stax is there. Yeah. Then the main event scene was crazy. Like, I literally was like, oh, okay, Evil, that's the end of the segment. And then Tavion Heights come out. And I love Tavion Heights. Tavion Heights versus Mike Santana. I love that match on NXT like a year ago. I thought that was a really, really, really good match. I was like, okay, that was a good segment. Shocker. And then another shocker instantly after with Will Cruz doing the moonsault. I thought that was really, really sick. And then I thought Lizzie Rain had an awesome debut. So overall, I really liked NXT. And that tag team match, the little parts, because it was a short little match, because it was mainly just to get it over. But I liked tag team match. I thought EK Prosper was moving. Uh, he did that little flip thing, under dodge, and Sean Legacy, of course, is amazing. I really like his finisher. Well, he does like the spinning thing, and then Miles Bourne and Saquon Sugars was cool. Push Saquon Sugars.